Hey guys, Matt Miller here with PolitiBrawl News. Watch Senator Rand Paul tear Senator Richard Blumenthal apart when he claims that Republican concern over wasteful USAID spending is unserious. He couldn't let that slide. Watch what he does.
I am disappointed that we are not having a serious hearing on how to improve USAID. There's room for improvement in every agency, as there is in almost anything that we do. But this hearing is simply designed to give cover for President Trump's unlawful dismantling of a congressionally established agency against the law and against the interests of this country and against the interests of many in this country, including American farmers, who benefit from it. A lot of their labor, investment, produce, going to waste as a result of the Musk power grab, slash and trash agencies in the name of eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse, but in fact creating it and profiting from it. Elon Musk is giving America the middle finger in seizing power, engaging in the biggest heist of information in America's history, delving into agencies and destroying them when his own corporations profit from contracts with them, and controlling contracts in the future that will benefit his corporations. That's waste and fraud, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. The accusation or criticism has been made that this is an unserious hearing full of conspiracy theorists. Well, you know, the Democrats were asked to participate like they always are, the same way we were when we were in the minority. They could have brought a witness. They chose not to even bring a witness. I can't conjecture as to why, but maybe it's because it's so embarrassing, the stuff that USAID is spending their money on. Who could possibly be against ending $2 million for sex change surgeries in Guatemala? I mean, who wants to defend that? I haven't heard anybody yet defend the waste and malfeasance that's going over there. $3 million for girl-centric climate change. Maybe there's not a witness here. Maybe it's not serious, but I don't hear anybody explaining why we should continue to do that. Now, there is a legal question. There is a legal question. If there's $40 billion in USAID and they don't spend it at all and it just sits there, can the president impound it? This is a real question, and it may come to that. But I don't think any court is going to find that the executive branch cannot pause and audit spending. I mean, to crassly say and just to jump to this, it's illegal, it's unlawful, it's a tragedy, it's a constitutional chaos. Well, auditing spending is what government should do. It's the traditional oversight that hasn't been done in a generation. That's why we're finding this stuff. It's been creeping up for a generation. $4.8 million for social media influencers in Ukraine. I mean, if people want to defend that, step forward and defend it. We are finding waste and malfeasance. A pause in funding to do an audit is just good government, frankly. The question I have for the panel is this, though.
Mr. Chairman, may I just inquire?
Sure.
Because the chairman mentioned that we don't have a minority witness. I would suggest, and speaking out of turn here, because the ranking member isn't here and I don't purport to speak for him.
We're docking your time for next week. I'm just kidding.
But I would respectfully suggest that we have Paul Martin, who was fired as Inspector General, come before us.
We didn't deny any witnesses. Your side did not put forward a witness. We did not deny any witnesses. You didn't put forward a witness. So, but I just think it's disingenuous to, to sit there and it is a personal attack on me to call this unserious and a conspiracy, a bunch of conspiracy. It's an attack on our witnesses as well. That is a pejorative, and that's name calling. All right, you're welcome to object to things they say and have facts to counter them, but to call this an unserious hearing of conspiracy theory—
I never used that term, Mr. Chairman.
Well, you said it wasn't serious. You said the hearing wasn't serious. And the thing is, y'all chose not to participate in it, so that's on you.
Maybe we can have a second hearing because this is such an important
We could have a
topic.
dozen on this. There's so much to talk about. But anyway, I think we ought to be, I'm not criticizing your ranking member for being unserious or conspiracy theory. He has his opinions. We make our arguments both sides. But if we call names and say, oh, well, your ideas are conspiracy theory, that's a pejorative, and that doesn't get us anywhere, frankly.
This clip started out with Blumenthal saying that this hearing was unserious. You can rewind it, listen to it, and then he tries to claim that he never said that. He immediately was trying to belittle this. He was trying to make this sound silly and frivolous and a waste of time. And that's the entire tone that the Democrats have right now, as Elon Musk is going through the federal government with Doge and finding unbelievable, absurd expenditures that are meant to push a woke ideology through DEI programs, through transgender ideology, sex change surgeries, all these things across the world. Instead of spreading democracy or spreading freedom or spreading American ideals, we're spreading wokeism on the taxpayer's dollar. And that's what the Democrats support so strongly, where they're actually attacking Elon Musk just for revealing this stuff. They say that he's illegal, he's not being transparent. The guy has a X account called Doge, and he lists and he posts every single thing that Doge finds, everything that they're doing, everything that they're going through. This is the most transparent government has ever been in the history of America. And the Democrats, they don't have a leg to stand on here. They have been wasting our dollars for years, for decades. It's finally coming out, and they don't know what to do about it. You know, as a taxpayer, when I give 20, 30%, whatever chunk it is, it comes out of my paycheck. I work all week. I work long hours. I'm sure many of you do. Most of you do as well. And the government takes their bite. And the idea behind that is they're going to go spend that on things that are important, things that we need as a nation, things that we need collectively, military protection, police departments, fire departments, good roads and infrastructure, things that protect and support and advance American citizens' interest. But what have they been spending that money on? New York City has spent $6 billion, taxpayer dollars, on migrant hotels, housing the massive influx of illegal migrants that have come into the city and have caused all sorts of problems beyond even just crime. And there has been spikes of crime around these migrant hotels, and it's been a lot for the NYPD to deal with. But the government will just go ahead and do that, and nobody voted for that. When people find out about that, they're pissed, and understandably so. And now we're finding that these programs in Washington, D.C. that are run by these bureaucrats, they don't have any deliverables. The culture of laziness, the culture of low bar, low expectations in our government is atrocious. It's shameful. And thank God, Elon Musk is an economic savior sent by God, I think, coming down and revealing all this stuff and actually taking action. I mean, he is a successful businessman. He's built many very successful businesses. He's one of the richest, if not the richest guy in the world, for good reason. He's not lazy. He doesn't tolerate laziness. I doubt anybody that works for Elon Musk is lazy. And I bet you that when he finds a problem, when he identifies something as an issue, he attacks it immediately. He eliminates it or he solves it. That's not how the government works. That's not how the government is set up to work. These bureaucracies are full of people who a lot of times they fail up. They don't need to accomplish something to get paid more or to get promoted. They need to protect the status quo. And a lot of them, they want to work from home. They have second jobs, right? They're not even focused on their primary job, which is in a government agency, a USAID, whatever the right function of that is. And in the USAID's case, it's to provide foreign aid around the world, people who need it, people who are hungry, and they need American support. And it allows us to play this game of geopolitics and good diplomacy with places. That's what it should be for, not sex change surgeries or transgender comic books in Peru, not DEI programs in Serbia. There's so many new ones coming out every single day. It's just, as I say them, it's a disgrace It's a disgrace. These are all unelected officials. That's another huge charge that they're lobbing at Elon Musk. He was not elected to do this. He was appointed. Well, all of these bureaucrats have been wasting millions of our tax dollars. None of them were elected to do that either. And I don't know exactly who these people are, but I bet you that they are just not really entrepreneurial, hardworking. They don't have that blue collar spirit. They don't have any kind of grit or work ethic. Most of them. I mean, to get into a role like that, to be in a role like that, it's a certain type of person. I'm not saying every single one of them, but collectively, on average, they are not the most impressive people. They're not performance people. And like I said, the problem is they don't have deliverables. Or they don't need to worry about coming in under budget because the budget is so flexible. Just print more money for all this crap. I haven't been this outraged in a long time, and I know that a lot of Americans, a lot of you guys, feel the same way about this. This is just a total ripoff. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this clip in the comments. Do you think Rand Paul did a good job kind of laying this out to the Democrats and telling them off? Because I think that's what we need to do, and we need our elected officials to stand up for us. And I think that's what Rand Paul did here. But let me know what your thoughts were in the comments. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you guys get notified when we post new videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.